Guess what? I am starting an AuthorTube channel. So if you've seen any of the 4 videos I've posted in the past 2 years, you would know this channel started out as a booktube channel and it imploded into nothingness because I stopped posting videos. So this channel is turning into an AuthorTube channel, and if you're one of the 50 people who subscribe to me for book-ish content, sorry. But anyways, I figured I'd start my AuthorTube debut with the newbie tag. Disclaimer before I start. My dad said this makeup makes me look like I have pink eye. I don't, okay? But I'm also too lazy to go and redo it. There's 13 questions and we're gonna go ahead and jump in with question 1. How did you find out about AuthorTube? Well, I already knew about BookTube and I just kind of stumbled into AuthorTube mostly through Kate Kavanaugh's channel, through her I Tried Writing Insert Name series, and it spiraled from there and now I'm making videos, so yes. Question number 2, what genres do I write in? I feel like I should preface this whole video by saying not only am I a newbie to AuthorTube, I'm a newbie to writing in general, kind of. So all these questions that I'm answering will probably change throughout my writing journey and as I develop and discover who I am as an actual writer, because to be honest, I don't know who I am as a writer yet. But that's what this channel is going to be about. It's going to be about me trying to figure out who I am as a writer. So back to the questions. What genre do I write in? I write in fiction. I write adult fiction. I don't really do YA, but I do romance. I do urban fantasy, paranormal romance. That's pretty much it. Contemporary. I'm a very romantic person. And that's kind of just what I enjoy reading. It's what I enjoy writing. I doubt that particular thing is going to change much as I develop. Question number 3, what is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? Right now, I'm writing in first person past. I tend to like writing in first person, even though I do adult fiction. Some people say first person is only for YA. I don't really believe that. I think it could be for everything. So I'm doing adult first person past tense right now. That could change. It probably will change. We will see. Question 4, are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? Easy answer, I'm a plantser. My long-winded answer is I'm in the middle of writing my first ever draft of my first ever book. What I've done so far is just figure out the basic plot, and then I kind of just dove right in and I tried to figure out what my characters were like because I didn't really understand her voice much before I started writing. And now I write up to what I've plotted, and then I plot some more, and I write up to that, and I plot some more, and it keeps on going until hopefully I eventually finish this draft. Question 5, are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? Quite obviously, I am yet to be published. And if I ever do get published, I would want to be traditionally published because I do not have the fortitude it takes to be self-published. I cannot do that. Question number 6, since I'm not published, do I have a dream publishing house or literary agent? No, I think that is so dangerous. I am not even close to thinking about that right now. I just need to focus on writing and I'll worry about that later. Question number 7, what AuthorTube related videos can you expect to find on my channel? Everything and anything and also nothing. So the whole point of this channel is to document my journey as a writer. Like I said, I'm a noob. I am the noobiest noob to ever noob. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just kind of a diary thing where I could, I don't know, be weird and stupid on camera, I guess. Because who doesn't want their mistakes on the internet forever? This is a fantastic idea. I should have done this sooner. I'll probably be doing writing vlogs, editing vlogs. Maybe I'll dye my hair. Who knows, honestly. Question 8, when did I start writing? I'm planning on doing a whole video on this later, but for now, I'll say I didn't really start seriously writing until I was in college, so about a year ago. Yeah, I decided to get a creative writing degree without even knowing if I can write. Good news, I found out I can write a little bit, so it's going sort of well. I mean, I never even wrote fan fiction. Most writers that I know used to write fan fiction all the time. I was just never a writer, I guess. I read a lot and I know I wanted to be a writer, but like I didn't know if I could write, and I liked the idea of being a writer. But I found out that I actually do like writing, so that's good. That kind of segues into question 9, which is, what is the first story that I've ever written? Okay, I'm still gonna say it wasn't actually fan fiction. My first ever story was inspired by Twilight, and it was rough. I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere. I wrote it in a composition book. I don't write longhand anymore, dear God, no. But I wrote like 20 pages maybe, and then I gave it to my mom, and I said, Mom, what do you think of this? And keep in mind, my mom is not a writer, but she read it. I'm pretty sure she skimmed over like the first 2 pages and was like, go away. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. But she said it was fantastic, and I was like, great, I'm a writer now. But then a week later, I reread it, and I realized that I spent 6 pages describing how the character's all black ensemble represents her black soul, and that her neon orange headphones symbolized how music was the only thing that got her through her depressing teen years. And oh God, oh, it was so bad. It was so awful. But I think it was promising that I recognized that it was awful. So, points for me. Question 10, what authors have inspired me the most? My top 3 are Janine Frost, Ilona Andrews, which is technically a writing duo, and Eden Finley. First one, Janine Frost writes paranormal romance. I love her books, they're my favorite. Ilona Andrews, they write urban fantasy with romance, so I'm down for that as well. And Eden Finley writes gay romance, gay sports romance, usually, or at least the series that I really like of hers is a gay sports romance. And I'm writing a sports romance right now, although it is not gay. So I've been drafting for like a couple months, and I've gotten into quite a bit of a reading slump, but every time I forget what books are actually supposed to like read like, I go back and I read Janine Frost and Ilona Andrews and Eden Finley. They don't have the most beautiful prose in the world, but their style of writing, it really resonates with me. Their characters always jump off the page. Their world building is fantastic. Their characters always have so much chemistry. That's what I want to write. Solid romance, solid urban fantasy, stuff like that. Question 11, do you schedule your writing times or you just write whenever you feel? So right now I am a student and it is summer break, which means I have nothing to do. It's also the middle of coronavirus, so again, I have nothing to do. So I write when I feel like it. I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I wake up at like 4 a.m. Sometimes I wake up at 4 p.m. Sometimes I write immediately when I wake up. Sometimes I write right before I go to sleep. I honestly don't have a routine. Maybe when I go back to school and I have more responsibilities, I'll develop some sort of routine because I might actually be awake at the same time every day. But right now, it's just chaos. Question 12, do you write on a computer, typewriter, by hand, or a combination? And where do you write? So I do all my writing on my computer, my laptop. But I like to plot out by hand on paper and then transfer it over to like a Google sheet, whatever. So where do I write? If I'm writing in the morning, I'll write in my kitchen because there's a lot of natural light, but that's only on weekdays because on weekends my parents are home and they're like in the living room and I can't focus when other people are around, so then I'll move into my bedroom. I also have big windows, so that's awesome because I like a lot of natural light. But if I'm writing at night, it usually doesn't matter. Everyone's asleep, I can go wherever I want. Sometimes I write in the kitchen still, or my desk, or I'll write in bed, or literally anywhere. And last question, question 13, what are you most looking forward to on AuthorTube? The community is definitely a big part of why I'm doing this because I want to connect with other writers, and I really should do that more also in person at my school, but I don't make friends easily, but hopefully I can make friends with y'all and we can like write together and stuff, and that'd be cool. I'm also looking forward to having some sort of documentation on my whole writer journey. I've said writer journey like 4 times, Jesus. That's basically what this whole channel is just to track me, see how I go, if I ever get published, I don't know. So this channel is either never going to end, or it's going to end by me saying, peace out, I failed, I quit. Which I really hope it doesn't, because that's depressing as fuck. But that's it, that's all the questions. Who knows when I'll post this? Who knows when I'll post another video? You really shouldn't subscribe to me. I'm not very consistent. But I'll try to be. So that's about it. I should stop procrastinating and get back to writing. See ya.